Class 11th, Subject Physics, first chapter, Units and Measurements. From this chapter, let us see what are the significant figures. The number of digits in a measurement about which we are certain plus one additional digit, the first one about which we are not certain, is called as significant figures or significant digits. The number of digits in a measurement about which we are certain plus one additional digit, the first one about which are not certain, is called as the significant figures or the significant digits. So for example, if you consider the length of a metal rod measured with the help of a meter scale having its least count equal to 0.1 centimeter is found to be, when it is measured first time, then it is 15.4 centimeter, second time measured it is 15.4 centimeter, third time when it is measured it is 15.5 centimeter. So these are the three different readings taken with the help of a meter scale for the length of a metallic rod. Then in order to find out the significant figures, first of all we will have to find out the most probable value, that is the arithmetic mean of all the three readings, and then the mean value, that is the arithmetic mean or the most probable value for these three readings, comes out to be 15.43 centimeter. Now if we observe these readings, then in all the three readings there is 15, that is these two first digits are certain. But if you compare that part of the readings which is on the right side of this decimal point, here it is 0.4, here it is 0.4, here it is 0.5, and therefore in this case in the mean we have got it as 0.43. Therefore from this it is clear that we are certain with these two digits, that is 1 and 5, but we are uncertain with these next two digits, that is 4, 3, because in the readings it comes out to be 0.4 and 0.5 also, and therefore these 4 and 3 are the uncertain digits. Now from this the first uncertain digit is 4, and therefore in order to find out the significant figures we will consider all the certain digits, that is 1 and 5, and then the first one digit which is not certain, that will be equal to 4, and therefore for this measurement of the length of the metallic rod the significant figures will come out to be equal to 3. So it has three significant figures, that is 1, 5 and 4, that is 1, 5 and 4 from this, because 1 and 5 are certain and 4 is the first uncertain digit, that is it is not certain, and therefore combining these certain and uncertain digits we will get the significant figures, that is equal to 3. So for any measurement we can find the significant figures like this. If you consider the individual reading, only one reading, that is 15.4, again it will contain three significant figures. For this also 3, for this also 3 significant figures will be there individually. Now let us see the rules for determining, what are the rules for determining the significant figures. Now if some of the measurements are given to us, then we have to find out the significant figures for the given measurement. So at that time we will have to follow some of the rules. Now what are these rules for determining significant figures? The first rule states that all the non-zero digits are significant. All the non-zero digits are significant. So if you consider as an example the volume of any object after measuring it is given as phi equal to 178.43 centimeter cube, then in this volume there will be significant figures equal to 5 because all these non-zero digits will be significant, and therefore here 17843, these are all the non-zero digits which will be significant, and therefore the number of significant figures or digits equal to 5. The second rule is all the zeros between two non-zero digits and are always significant. All the zeros between two non-zero digits are significant. So if, as an example, if mass of any object is given as 165.02, this is the mass of any object in terms of gram, then we have to find out the significant figures of it, and therefore all the zeros between two non-zero digits, so here it is 0 but it is between 5 and these two, that is two non-zero digits, and therefore it will be considered as significant, and hence the significant figures for that mass will be again equal to 5. That means here the decimal point and next non-zero digit, if it is having any zero between them, then that zero will be considered as the significant, and therefore for this mass significant figures are equal to 5. Third rule, if the number is less than 1, that is it is expressed in terms of decimals, then the zero or zeros, single zero or total number of zeros on right of the decimal point and to the left of the first non-zero digit are not significant. Again it will be repeated. If the number is less than 1, then the zero or zeros on the right of decimal point and to the left of the first non-zero digit are not significant. So let us consider again the example. If the density of any object is given as 0.0001405 gram per centimeter cube, then in this case decimal point is here, then the zeros on the right side of the decimal and left of the first non-zero digit will not be significant, so these underlined zeros will not be considered as significant figures, and therefore this example will be having significant figures is equal to only 4, because this 1, 4, 0 and 5, these 4 digits will be significant. So this will be third rule. Now let us go for fourth rule. The zero on the right side of the last non-zero number are significant when the number is written with a decimal point. If any number is written with a decimal point, then the zero on the right hand side of the last non-zero number are significant, and therefore as an example we will consider here, if the length L is given as 125 meter, so it is given in terms of meter, that is 125 meter, then it will be expressed as 12,500 centimeter in terms of centimeters. Similarly, it will be expressed in terms of millimeters as 1,25,000. So here zeros are occurring on the right side, but these zeros will not be considered as significant, and therefore the significant figures for this will be only 3, that is 1, 2 and 5. These numbers will be significant figures. So these are some of the rules for writing the significant figures. Now let us consider the next term, that is order of magnitude. This is order of magnitude. What is that order of magnitude term? So while dealing with the different measurements, sometimes the measurements are too small, very small, and sometimes they are too large, and hence it must be expressed in the powers of 10 so as to write these measurements in a proper manner, because it will be very hard to write very small measurements as well as very large measurements, and therefore in the precise manner they will be written in the powers of 10, and therefore the order of magnitude will be the nearest power of 10 to the magnitude of that given measurement. The order of magnitude will be the nearest power of 10 to the magnitude of that measurement. Then the magnitude of any physical quantity will be expressed as the magnitude of any physical quantity will be expressed as A into 10 raised to n. So where A will be, where that A, that is the value, will be given like this. It will be 0.5 will be less than or equal to A, and it will be less than equal to 5. That means in between 0.5 and 5, that number A must be written, and the n, that is index, that is the power of 10, that will be the integer, and it will be called as order of magnitude. The power of that 10, that is n, will be the order of magnitude of that given measurement. Now let us consider some of the examples. First example, if you consider, then it is the speed of light. So that will be equal to 3,000,000,000. So this will be too large, and therefore in compact form it will be written as 3 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. It is expressed in terms of SI units, and therefore the order of magnitude will be equal to 8, that is the power of 10. Similarly, for second example, if you consider mass of the earth, it is equal to 6 into 10 raised to 24 kilogram. Therefore this 24 will represent the order of magnitude, and therefore for mass of the earth, order of magnitude equal to 24. Similarly, if you consider the radius of the earth, it is 6,400 kilometer, but as it is expressed in terms of kilometer, to find out its order of magnitude, we will have to express it in terms of SI unit, that is meter, and therefore it is written in the proper form, that is 0.64 into 10 raised to 7, because this first digit must validate this condition. It must be 0.5 less than or equal to A less than 5, and therefore 0.64 will fulfill this condition, and therefore it is written as 0.64 into 10 raised to 7 meter. Hence order of magnitude will be equal to 7. Similarly, the next example gives the charge on the electron, that is 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 coulomb. Charge 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 coulomb, and therefore the order of magnitude for it will be equal to minus 19, because this 1.6 will again fulfill this condition. So in all these 4 examples, in the first example 3 will be validating, it will validate this condition. Then in the next example it is 6 into, therefore it is written as 0.6 so as to fulfill this condition. So like this, the order of magnitude of any given measurement will be written.